At this time, the autumn of 1980, Michael supervised a music video of the Jacksons song "Can You Feel It?" Ironically, considering what was going on at home with Gina Sprague, the song, written by Michael and Randy, is an anthem to loving human relations. In the video, the brothers appear as superhuman behemoths hoisting a colorful rainbow to light the heavens. They sprinkle stardust upon the earth, which causes small children of all races and colors to beam at them with appreciation. Bathed in rainbow hues, the youngsters gaze up in wonder at Michael and his brothers. In return, the Jacksons smile down upon the children malevolently. Michael was with the biggest smile of all time. It's a nice it's a nice place Michael comes from, Steven Spielberg has observed. I wish we could all spend some time in this world. Michael also became close to actress Jane Fonda, at this time 42, about 20 years Michael's senior, who would try to encourage him to see his mother in a more human light. He and Jane met in 1980 at a press function in Los Angeles. The two discussed their lives, both having come from show business families, and quickly became close. Some people in Michael's world have speculated that the reason he gravitated toward powerful women who seemed self sufficient, such as Diana Ross and later Elizabeth Taylor, was because he had felt so helpless while watching his mother being abused by Joseph. He viewed Catherine as weak and victimized. Therefore, he searched for a substitute mother, a strong woman he could emulate and respect. It's a good theory as any other. Who knows? Maybe he just likes to hang out with divas. Jane Fonda's father, legendary actor Henry Fonda, had been an emotional, distant, difficult man, much like Michael's father Joseph. She understood Michael's anger at the way Joseph treated his wife, Catherine, had similar heated emotions about her own parents and had worked for years to resolve them. She invited Michael to stay with her in her cabin in a New England lake as she and her father, along with veteran actress Katharine Hepburn, filmed on Golden Pond. In some ways, Jane Fonda recalled, Michael reminded me of the Walking Wounded, an extremely fragile person. As Michael sat with Katharine Hepburn with a tape recorder, she shared anecdotes about her life. Everyone included some kind of message for Michael, said Jane, about the way he might want to handle fame, about the way he might want to deal with his life. They became good friends. He just thought she was fascinating. While in New England, Michael also befriended Henry Fonda. He and Jane, though, were the closest. As he told me, we would go out on the water together in a rowboat and just talk, talk, and talk. You name it: politics, philosophers, racism, Vietnam, acting, all, all those kinds. Once Michael and Jane were taking a drive, Jane was behind the wheel and they were discussing possible film projects for him. God, Michael, I wish I could find a movie I could produce for you, she said wistfully. Suddenly, an idea occurred to her. I know what you've gone to do, she said. Peter Pan, that's it. Tears began to well in Michael's eyes. He wanted to know why she would suggest that character. She told him that in her mind's eye, he really was Peter Pan, the symbol of youth, joy, and freedom. Michael began to weep. All over the walls of my room are pictures of Peter Pan. I totally identified with Peter Pan, he said, wiping his eyes. The lost boy of Neverland. When the subject of Catherine came up between them during one conversation, Michael confided in Jane that the Gina Sprague incident, according to Bernard Slimman, who was a Beverly Hills friend of Jane Fonda's and worked for her as a personal assistant at this time, Gina thought the whole Catherine versus Gina thing was tragic and Hang on. There we go. She also felt badly for Michael's mother and wondered just how far a woman has to be pushed before she reacts in such a way. She spent a lot of time trying to connect with him, really worked at it, took it on as a true concern in her life. I feel responsibility to him, she told me, just from one human being to another. He so needs love. You have to stop trying to find strength in other people, she told him one day during one of their talks. He was at her home in the library with her. I was in the art office. Your mother has flaws. Michael just as well we all do, but you're an adult now, she said. When I let your mother be who she is and find your own strength within. I don't think Michael couldn't understand what she was saying. Can you help me? He asked her. I'm so miserable. I'm having a terrible life. They embraced. You're having a wonderful life, Michael, she said. You're just hard years, but it'll get better. I promise. Michael sobbed like a baby, said Bernice. So did I. I stood outside of the library and just cried. It was so sad. He was so sad. It was as if he was an alien just visiting from another world. Meanwhile, in the real world, a CBS Records executive telephoned Michael to ask him how he should handle the press. He had begun asking questions about his mother. What do you mean? Michael wondered. The Janet Sprague incident. Who's she? Michael asked snapishly. The woman who got into the disagreement with her mother, Randy, and Janet? That never happened, Michael said quickly. But I'm sorry, Michael concluded, but I have to go now. With that, he hung up the phone. Michael was withdrawn deeper into his fantasy world, a place where such things as his mother possibly assaulting his father's girlfriend would never occur. He was becoming more distant, harder to reach. How long would it be before no one, not even someone like Jane Fonda, would be able to connect with him? It would simply be too painful for him to allow anyone to get that close.